Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm the Reina Creole, and with me is Retro Nerd Girl, and of course, we are your Saturday night movie chicks. And the movie of the night is wow. I want to say it seems like ancient history, but it's really not with how much it's affected pop culture over the years. And of course, that movie, without a doubt, would be not the one with Samuel L. Jackson, the original Shaft with, with Richard Roundtree. And
Yes.
this one, again, 70s in a bottle. I haven't watched this movie from beginning to end in the longest time. How about yourself?
Yeah, for sure. Since like the 80s, maybe. Um, and you always get the clips, you always get the music, the music, some of the lines but I don't think I've seen it since like I was a early teenager, and that was a long time ago. Very, very long time ago.
Mhm.
So I just have to like with this one, it's almost gonna be like seeing it for the first time again, actually.
Yeah, likewise. And for some of you who've seen, like, say, the skits on
Mm.
In Living Color, and if
Yeah.
you've watched the movie Hollywood Shuffle or you watch I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, all of these references that they'll have in there actually
Hmm.
come from Shaft.
Yeah.
And even it's still related because the Shaft theme is iconic, done by Isaac Hayes,
Yeah.
aka Chef from South Park. So it's the impact of the movie Shaft in American cinema, and especially Black American cinema,
Mm.
really cannot be denied. So we're gonna go back and watch this back when, believe it or not, diversity was a thing in Hollywood before they were beating us over the head with it. So it's important to kind of go back and revisit these films so you can see exactly what was happening then. Yep. Thank you, CJ. It is available. You can see it for free on Daily Motion. You can also
Yes.
see it on archive.org, but I kind of like Daily Motion a little. No disrespect to archive.org. I love them to death too. But, more than one source. You can actually go and check that out.
Hmm.
And yes, he's a bad mother. That's for sure. In Undead Nerd, didn't the actor die? Yes. Yes. Richard Roundtree died, if I remember correctly. And I hope I did this right. The lady who wait, no. She was married to Clarence Williams III. I was gonna say the Oracle in the Matrix was married to Richard Roundtree, but I think she was
Oh.
married to Clarence Williams III, aka Link from Mod Squad. So I there was some kind of black exploitation link to her that I remember.
Hmm.
I'll have to look it back up, but I think it's Clarence Williams III. But anyway, awesome movie. A lot of dialogue that is specific to the time. So keep
Yes.
that in mind. I don't want to. Well, if you send me comments about, yeah, I can't say that, blah, 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 I'm going to ignore you because it's time in a bottle and it's a period of time where people spoke that way to each other. This is
Hmm.
literally 6 years after the civil rights legislation was passed
Hmm.
into law, and you had groups of people learning how to readjust yet again, given the social structure of the country. So keep that in mind. I don't like to censor a darn thing. Sometimes you need to see how things were to appreciate
Yes.
where we are.
I love that you just described that. And some people would like this movie and other movies from this era to just disappear
Hmm.
because it's not they don't think it's reflective of people, and some people are really they are. But I think the most beautiful thing you can really do with a piece of content like this is just watch and see how things were so different from how they are today, or maybe
Mhm.
you experienced, and try to understand what that's like. That's, the same thing you do when you watch a movie from that's, Shakespearean, times, or if you're watching a movie from, the 1920s. They spoke differently. They wore their hair differently. They listened to different music. All of these things we can learn from. And instead of throwing something away because it doesn't match the ideas that we embrace today, it doesn't mean that it isn't worthy of study and appreciation, because there's so much to appreciate about this. Especially, I mean, there's a story in here, you know.
Mhm.
And besides the corny things that you may see that you might laugh at because you're just like, oh my god, I can't believe that was cool back then.
Yeah.
Or like the clothes, they're like, what are these bell bottoms? What's going on here? And just trying to get a flavor for what all of these different things are. It's
Mhm.
fun if you give it a chance. And so that's,
Mhm.
go into this with an open mind, is what, we're saying, and go into all films with that feeling of like, okay, what can I
Mhm.
learn here about,
Exactly.
you know because I think even the movies that are coming out today that maybe we're not so in love with, they'll still tell a story about humans at this time. So
Mhm.
that's why I do appreciate all movies. So
Right. Yeah, and John C said, "Yeah, I lived in New York back then. Fun times. You never really cared what color our friends or we weren't friends if you lied." Yeah, this is a very different. This particular point in time, you had the grandparents who you knew were pretty prejudiced or racist. You just knew that. That's kind of how they were. The
mm,
parents trying to navigate how things were changing, and the kids who were growing up in a world where it was not out of the ordinary to have friends that did not look like you.
yeah.
So those were the three things that were kind of, that were going on and that were happening at the time. So again, a period piece for its time, but the reason why it is so popular is because it is a piece from its time. So we're going to go ahead and get started, folks. Please do remember that because of how YouTube is, of course, we cannot play the entire movie on screen. Wait, wrong button. On screen with the audio. And the video has to be masked. So just pretend it's, the late 90s and you've got the pay-per-view wavy lines going on, but we've got the closed captioning. We've also got a timestamp that is on it as well, so you can see exactly where we are in the film. So let me make sure I have my other
Mm,
copy that's that's running before we get started.
yeah, I got mine.
You got yours? Okay. I'm like, wow, I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. I don't need any more because that was from the morning show. Don't need it anymore. That was morning show. I have way too many things open, but that's okay. That is okay. All
Oh,
right.
DJ Knight says, I'm here for you guys. Ah.
Oh, thank
So
you.
sweet.
Thank you, my dear. So good to see you. So good to see you. All right. Okay. I've got myself together. So let's go ahead and get started. There's a little bit of a leader. Thought I pressed play. Apparently I did not. Okay. A little bit of a leader there so folks can get their copies. We're going to be off by a couple of seconds, depending on your streaming depending on how, how your connection is and all of that. But we're here for the commentary, you know.
Yeah,
That's what we're here for.
I think I'm matching exactly. This is great.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, we got the Zoom, the 70s.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the angles will be a little bit different than the fancy stuff we do today.
Mm-hmm. No bullet cam, no like CGI.
Yeah. I hear the music.
Didn't Isaac Hayes win he won, I think, a Grammy or was it an Oscar?
Oh, I'm
It
not
was either
sure.
a Grammy, or an Oscar. I'm gonna find out. I'm embarrassed that I don't know. When you think 70s, this is a movie that you think of.
Oh, yeah. Shaft.
Yes, he did. Isaac Hayes won an Oscar for Best Music and Original Song for the song theme from Shaft. So yes.
Wow. He made a very big impression.
I know, I know. Because think about it, a lot of this music now would be like synthesized
Yes.
or electronic, but this was like he had a whole band
Yeah.
and all of that together to put together a theme like this to the point where
Yes.
every time you heard it, you knew exactly where it came from.
Yeah. Look at these orchestral sound pieces in here. It's really, really beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, well deserved.
New York, 1970. Well, I would say probably filmed in 1970, didn't it?
And for anyone who
See,
oh,
watch
shucks.
it.
For anyone who doesn't know this, back in this time period, all of the credits were up first before the movie, so there really was hardly any end credits. So
Mm-hmm.
you get all of the credits up at the front of the movie. What changed that was Star Wars 1977. Ever since that
Ah,
movie, all of the movies after that became kinda it was standard then to do it at the end.
I didn't know
And I
that.
think it makes so much sense because there's so much more, flow you get into the movie first. But these
Right.
guys knew how to work this. They figured it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, John Z, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's another band.
Oh, yeah.
We politics. Damn right.
Yeah, this is not necessarily for kids.
No, that's why my channel is not for kids. And you dig it.
Can you take it?
Based on
Sure.
the novel. I did not know Shaft was an actual novel.
Oh.
Yes, well, in the danger, all that. Now, now Shaft, and I can dig it. No one understands his put his woman. Because he's
Aw,
blind.
he's so cute.
The lookouts, right?
Yeah.
Directed by Gordon Parks. Got that funk guitar going on. Not the 70s turtleneck.
Oh yeah, I love turtlenecks anyway. As you can see, I
Mm-hmm.
got like sort of like a neck thing going on here. But yeah, the 70s turtleneck was just like, and the 60s had some turtlenecks too that were pretty, you know, epic.
Mm-hmm. $50 shoes for the 70s.
Yeah, that's a
A
lot
lot
of
of
money.
money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now he knows what these guys kind of look like.
John Z says a lot of newsstand guys were blind. Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
It's sort of, and especially in movies, a lot of times it's like a trope of the blind newspaper guy
Mm-hmm.
and comics.
Oh.
Shoe shine places. There was a shoe shine guy in a car wash too.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna harp on this. Wow, diverse cast.
Say that again?
1970. Diverse cast. This is
Oh yeah, yeah,
1970.
yeah, yeah. That's what I like about this. This is like a real story. Oh, that's Daniel J. Travanti. I love him.
It was killing me trying to figure out who he was. I knew
Yes,
his
Hill
face, but I
Street
didn't know his name.
Blues.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I'm like a big fan. He's like crazy young in this too.
Maybe that's why it's like I knew who he was, but didn't really because he's so young in this.
Yeah, yeah, his face is a little bit more like baby fat.
He messing with you.
Yeah. For a second there, you think he's you know, they're not that cool.
Dawson's laughing at him like you ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. Well, folks, we are at 8 minutes, well, almost 9 minutes into the movie Shaft from 1971, starring Richard Roundtree and Daniel J. Travanti.
Well, I'm just finding out here. I just was looking for him. That was a good double, but it's not Daniel J. Javante.
Oh,
It was it's somebody I've never seen before, but it's not Daniel. He looks like a ringer, dead ringer for him. Except for, you know, he's got a little bit more um he's got a more meat on his face.
okay, okay.
Uh-oh. The guy with the
Mm,
plaid coat
bad coat, hat.
from Harlem.
Interesting how many people Shaft knows to like
Yeah.
run cover for him.
took his gun from him.
So you knocked on top, huh?
Oh, he's already in the place. Oh, nice.
I love that. Really? Nice stunt work. I will say that.
Yeah, right? Looks very realistic. It's very rough. Oh.
Damn.
So he didn't throw him out the window. It just was an accident.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Well, John Z says he's a lieutenant. You usually start out as a B cop and then you work all over Manhattan. Then when you become a lieutenant, you're an investigator.
Oh.
Hmm.
Thank you, John Z.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dang. The
What?
violation of my rights.
Look, don't start.
I love these rooms. They're all like labeled so like boldly. That was the 70s. I remember going into offices like that.
Mm-hmm. Wait, baby.
Oh, the Panthers. They're referring to the Black Panthers, right?
I think so. But this was also again a time in New York where you had a lot of gang violence going on.
Yes. Lots of different gangs. Lots of different gangs.
Point taken. Yeah, it's not good, especially in New York.
What with this guy Bumpy looking for him?
Mm-hmm. You do not want to not be strapped.
Uh, I guess he must have gotten the name Bumpy from bumping off people.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I like how they're building up this mystery.
Exactly. And we know he didn't throw dude out the window,
Yeah,
but that's what it looks like.
yeah. Ooh, okay.
Hey, Charles. Says, hey, everybody just joining. How far are we into the movie? We are about 16 minutes and 53 seconds into the movie. And that
Yeah.
dap he just gave him, that was the thing, the soul hand, soul hand clap.
Yeah. That was just the basic one. There's like
Hmm.
there are complicated other ones that are out there in the 70s. I remember there was like a whole shimmy to do sometimes.
Hmm. Bump his
Those,
sanitation service.
oh, I
Man,
love
is
that
he like
track.
the trash, like the Sopranos, like quote unquote garbage service?
Is that Bumpy?
I think that's Bumpy.
Oh, Moses Gunn.
I think you're right. Let's see.
I love that truck.
Bumpy.
I want that.
Yes, Bumpy is Moses' gun.
Yeah, I want that. I want that truck. So cute. Oh, Howard Johnson's. Oh my God.
I haven't
Oh
seen a
my
Howard
goodness.
Johnson's in like a dog's age.
I know. And this is New York. Right. So yeah, right at Times Square. There it is.
Yeah, that was the thing. That really was a thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, it still happens.
Yeah,
You're
still
like
happens.
you get the taxi. You're about to go in, and it just picks somebody else that they think
Uh-huh.
is gonna uh, pay more of a bigger tip or whatever.
And the thing is about the gangsters with how they dressed
Oh
back
yeah.
then. Now it's like a dead giveaway if you dress like that. They're just like, you gang, you part of the Yakuza, what is it? You know.
That jacket is beautiful. That coat.
Mm-hmm. That's
What is
nice.
that
Yeah.
mohair?
Quality work. Yeah, I want you to pick that lock. I don't think that's such a good idea though. You go in first. Back when people would remember when they would just light up a cigarette in
Oh,
the
yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah, right in your face.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm allergic, so it was always torture for me.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with the cigar smoke and the cigarette smoke. I would always get sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The window. Thank you.
There he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. He just let himself in there. Hey, Gavin Blackburn, you're at 20 minutes, 20 seconds.
Oh, hey, Gavin. Good to see you again.
Hello, hello, hello.
Just hanging out with us today.
Mm-hmm. John Z says you got to remember, I think minimum wage was $2.35 an hour back then.
Oh, thank you. I mean, this is information. This is like gives you like a good idea of the social construct, you know?
Mm-hmm. Keyword tried.
Oh,
Really? Uh-oh.
dang.
Yeah.
I love this storyline.
Mm.
What a great acting.
But they come after the person you care about the most.
Yeah, and I think that's his daughter, that picture that he, that was on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
This is yeah, I love it.
What I'm thinking. Yeah. Gavin Blackburn says, I do like this movie. I am a white 50-year-old from Northern England.
Huh?
Movies and good characters are truly universal and speak to
Yes,
us all. Yes,
yes,
that's why
yes,
films like this are so freaking popular. I mean, the
yeah.
guy's a darn drug dealer, bookie, all of that stuff that his daughter's missing. And that's something that pretty much anyone, regardless of where you are, can relate to.
It don't lay right. I love I like that. What a line from the '70s. You don't hear that anymore. It don't lay
Mhm.
right.
And we're like, right. That's why I love it. It's like time in a bottle of how people talk. So you can see some
Yeah.
stuff that's not used anymore and some stuff, that can still continues to be used today.
Yes.
Plus it's expensive. 50, damn.
Ooh.
Keep your boys off my ass. Oh, Dang, he had it ready.
Oh
For a
man.
minute, I thought he was going to get another black brick of
I
money.
was like, keep going.
He got
You're getting warmer.
he got a hanky.
Ooh.
Mm. That's the other thing about Shaft. He will just say, he'll just lay it out there straight.
Yeah. I mean, probably right about, his hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Starts laughing.
Charles Ratliff says Moses Gunn is awesome. He did an episode of Kung Fu.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
The original Kung Fu with
Carradine?
yes, David Carradine.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Woo.
And Gavin Blackburn says there are two great black exploitation movies here on YouTube: Hell Up in Harlem, which has a great Edwin Starr soundtrack, and Willie Dynamite, which is just a great movie.
Oh, wow.
Got the blues music going.
Yeah. And the director is the apartment landlord.
Oh,
I think a lot of people felt like especially uh, in the urban settings, could really identify with this movie.
mm-hmm.
And so that was part of the other reason why it was such a big deal.
Because it showed like real, um, how'd you put it? It would show real, like an area you don't get to see. It's not like the pretty, beautiful suburbs or upscale or Manhattan.
Yeah.
This is like where real people lived at.
Yeah.
Which is why after this you got TV shows, like
Yeah,
Hill Street
yeah.
Blues, like Beretta, like Welcome Back Kotter, like The Jeffersons, like Good Times.
Good times, yeah.
And hey, Chef Nation, they say that Shaft is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. We're only talking about Shaft, but we can dig it. Well, I got a surprise for you after the show, after the movie.
Oh, so good to see you, Chef Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, people selling furniture and all kinds of weird, odd things on the street.
Uh-huh. Come on, I got something for you. You can win too. Play the lottery.
The other thing too, if you notice his office is
Mm-hmm.
the walls are peeling, it's not perfect. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's Huggy Bear.
Hi, Bear. That's oh my gosh, what's his name?
Antonio Vargas.
Antonio Fargas.
Yeah.
Oh, that Ben Buford. Oh, enjoy the Wild Robot, DJ Night. Such a great movie.
Oh yeah, I heard it's really good.
Yes. And Chef Nation says the Shaft theme song is my alarm, LOL.
Yeah, it's really cool. They Loose, yeah, that's another one.
Mm-hmm. He was trying to not have to pay his ace snitch until he had to at the last minute. You just gonna roll up in my house? Really? Oh my gosh, my mom's cousin had that same wig.
Is he just like on a furs, like naked, waiting for her to come home?
You know that's the 70s thing, y'all, and furs and whatnot. Not what the heck you doing in my house?
Yeah, like what? Well, they look like they have a ongoing relationship at least.
Yeah. Well, there's pictures that are
Yeah.
there and everything. Nathan says, "How do you feel about the remake with Samuel L?" I really didn't like it. It was okay, but
Mm.
it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't. It's like a remake that no one asked for, and they did it to put more of a spotlight on like crimes, that affect Black people, but it was okay. Yeah, 70s was crazy. I'm like, okay, maybe this is why my parents did not want me to watch this movie. Well, at least they're straight. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think I just saw the moon, and it was black, and it was a black moon rising.
Oh my gosh, did I do something wrong with the film? Let's see. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys. I am so sorry. I did something with the edit. Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay.
This is why I shouldn't do this when I'm like trying to do two things at one time. Give me like
Oh,
1 minute. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I hearing Monty Python and the Holy Grail right now? That didn't make sense. Okay, so let's see. Let's move the timer back to
I love this too. You get to see what movies that were going on, like Michael Caine's Get Carter. Very cool.
yeah, that's neat. Let's see here. think I think we're good. Hang on. Okay. So we're starting back off at like 34 minutes even. Okay. All right. My bad. Sorry about that.
Oh no, technical
All
issues
right.
happen all the time. So are you following the visualizer exactly, or
Yeah. Okay. Where did my screen go? Where did my pop-up window go? No, that's not it. Daggone it. Okay. Because it didn't work that way. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
because the play is on 35? So should I stop it and catch
Okay.
up?
Yeah.
Mm.
So we're like at 33. I'm like at 3301. So it looks like they're in the diner.
All right.
So they're in the diner.
We just got in the cab.
And he got the the snitch outside.
Okay, let me go back.
I blame the Benadryl. I totally blame the Benadryl. The shaky cam though.
Yeah, kind of nice because you get to see. It's like somebody had a handheld and they just.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure that I start where the.
Okay, so I should be, see, we're at 34, 32.
Gee, thanks, Mister.
Yeah, is he talking to a little kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'm about 2 seconds behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it and let it play.
Somebody looking for him. So yeah, folks, we are at 35 minutes and 7 seconds. I apologize for my boomer moment.
Oh, it happens. We're live, so
Yeah.
this is bound to happen, and that's the
Mhm.
beauty of live. The fun of it
Mhm.
too.
So you can watch chat for free on archive.org. I have that pinned, or you can also watch it on Daily Motion as well.
There's so much tension here because you cannot see a whole lot.
Mm-mm.
Um, I mean, it's lit just enough for you to see the outline of him moving, but you don't get. Uh, it's not that clear. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh
shoot, who
boy.
this? Oh, who we know? Okay.
He's got a knife in his hand.
Why you got the JJ hat on? I just noticed that. Mm.
Ooh, we called him a boy. That is a serious offense.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dylan.
What's up, Dylan Soup? Hey, Dylan Soup.
Y'all see the picture of Malcolm X in the back?
Ah!
Mm-hmm. Right there. Mm. You don't want that. That
Oh,
wasn't a minute. Oh,
uh,
dang.
imagine that's your apartment building and you're like, and you hear those, uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, machine guns. Oh my goodness.
But this was real life for some folks where you had this kind
Yeah.
of stuff popping off.
These guys are just going into their apartment and that's getting killed.
Dang. They all got murked.
Yeah. Oh, that was from the roof, right? They were on their way to the rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh, scissors.
Did I?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Fool. But I love that gesture. He was just like, here, to get your door fixed.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Is
Mm-hmm.
he, he he does have sort of like, okay, we're we've got some collateral damage here to fix, and this
Mm-hmm.
lady is going to have to get that door fixed. Obviously, the neighborhood ain't safe.
Mm-mm. And Charles,
Oh,
yeah, that's right, Lorena Creole. That was a life for people back then.
yeah. I mean, it technically still is for a lot of people in
Mm-hmm.
bad apartment buildings and rough neighborhoods.
Because I know my parents, when they lived in Philly, they lived in West Oak Lane, which was a really nice. Dylan knows what I'm talking about. West Oak Lane, which was really nice. But at the time, stuff started going down, downhill with a lot of the crime and stuff that was going on. So my parents moved us out, like into the suburbs, and that's what happened. Like a lot, not only just Black families, Latino families, Asian families. You got the money, you moved out
Yeah.
of like the city.
Yeah, you can't stay unless you have, like, a ridiculous amount of money to pay for nice
Hmm.
apartments. Yeah, I mean, that dude is, like, not not facing reality very well.
You can't run for squat.
So happened before the guy who was sorta he called him a finger man, which I thought that was very interesting.
Uh-huh.
If you know something, you better tell it now.
Mhm. And how the cops get there so fast?
Well, because there was that lady, that girl there was a girl who saw what happened on the streets, and she screamed and ran away. I guess she must have ran to a payphone.
Good point.
And now, there's a lot of, payphones around that time.
That's true.
So, I got, this guy mixed up with Daniel J. Durante. His name is Lawrence Pressman.
Okay. Mm. Can it? Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah.
No internet, no digital photography, folks.
Yeah.
John Z says just like Barney Miller.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You don't lose it.
Mm-hmm. You lucky I'm saving your ass. Charles Rattler says, love Ron Glass. Not in this house you do. Where you think you living at?
You could go outside and get killed in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
And Rosie.
Hmm. Who that? Even pictures. I'm gonna sit my butt in your disc. Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap.
Hmm.
Oh,
North Jersey. Oh shoot now.
y'all in trouble.
That's Sopranos territory. Just
I know,
just
right?
saying. This is true. Like uh like the Scarfo family
Hmm.
in Philly.
Is that a real family?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Yes. That is a real family. Yep. You had little Nicky Scarfo, the Scarfo family. They were basically the Gottis of Philadelphia.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's up? That's the second person who said that to tonight. Somebody says, "I love you." I know. And then we of course had the Empire Strikes Back in 1980.
I know you. I know.
I know.
I know. Wake your ass up. Oh, dang, that's a crazy bald spot.
Yes. It's like
Just before hair
back
club for men.
yeah, back then there was really nothing you could do except for to
Mm-hmm.
just shave the whole thing off.
Yep. We are at 49 minutes and 25 seconds, folks, watching Shaft, 1971, the original Shaft. That's the other thing about the reboot. It didn't have the grittiness of the 70s that were in it. It seemed a little too slick.
Yeah. I saw it once and I don't remember it at all. I honestly don't. It
I think
seemed
they
like
did it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, it just seemed like an ego trip or like it didn't really feel like it was like I mean there wasn't a shaft 2, you know what I mean? For
Hmm.
it just didn't feel like it was big enough. Like this is epic.
Hmm. I think they did it just to give it to Samuel L. Jackson, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Bumpy said send him in. Bumpy said send him in. CJ says it was post PC 90s too, 2000, so it was really watered down. Yeah, that was the other thing.
Yeah, it was. It didn't seem like it had the same bite, you know.
Hmm. Shaft wasn't the, I don't give a dang what you think. I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to do what I want.
This does not look like the guy who's mourning the loss of his daughter.
Hmm. So what is this really about, dude? And by spook, we do not mean intelligence. Yeah, Dylan, I heard about the crane that plashed, that the plane that crashed over the Roosevelt Mall. Yes, it was crazy.
Not at these prices, baby.
Hmm.
I need to use that when I have to negotiate.
Hmm. Mm. For folks who don't know, numbers runners, because I'd asked my mom about this when I saw the whiz. This before the lottery got taken over by, the government. Once the government put, the lottery together, that put the numbers game out of business.
Yeah, people still do the numbers.
Yeah. Not as lucrative as it used to be.
Yeah.
No. At least not for like organized crime lucrative. It's lucrative for the government, that's for sure.
Yeah.
People I see
Now
buying tickets.
people are doing it more the legal way, like doing one of the sports numbers. I forgot what they're called, but for the NFL where you sports picks.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
He's got the money.
Mm-hmm. And this was during shoot. Y'all gotta help me. Was Vietnam still popping off around now?
Did they? I believe they had just finished.
When
Am I
did
crazy?
when did Saigon fall? Charles Ratliff says yes. Because the reason why I said that was because when he said, that's what the honky army pays out for life insurance, $10,000 a head. Of course, this is $10,000 in 1971 money.
Yeah. Well, they said according to Google, the U.S. direct involvement with the Vietnam War ended on March 29, 1973, but it actually technically continued on until 1975.
Okay, I see. Gavin Blackburn said yes. 72 is when the U.S. pulled out. Saigon fell in 1975.
Yeah. Yeah, when he says we owe them 5, that means that 5 people died in his group that
Yes.
he owes. They owe him
Mm-hmm.
5 from their group. A kill for a kill.
Ooh, look at that real fur coat.
And
I'm sorry, that coat looked gorgeous. This was back when people expected you to wear like real fur. Oh, nice. How high is Billy right now? So to make people think that he's home.
yeah,
Ah.
used to be able to do that back then, right?
Mhm.
Can't do that now.
CJ says we still do it in Canada, those that can afford it. Ooh, like make the groove. Daggone it, I remember this song. Granted, synthetic is warmer these days. Oh, synthetic fur.
Oh gosh, the guy like totally passed out at the bar.
Dang, you had a hard day.
Oh, this guy looks familiar. He can just bartend for a little bit if he wants.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it's for Intel. Let's see, we got gun,
Oh, so yeah, they
phone.
position themselves right at the place where they can see that his light is on.
Mm-hmm. That's a good pour right there. Dang it.
I know.
But I guess he's trying to purposely get him to talk.
The other guy is not drinking.
I didn't water it down. You ever go someplace where they water down the drinks? Ugh.
Oh yeah, just tastes awful. So just ice and a slight little flavoring.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the light went on.
The groovy.
Groovy boobs. Mm. CJ says watered down American beer, which is already water. I can't imagine. Yeah, over here beer was safer to drink than water, which is why it's like really watered down. I'm not a beer person, so I couldn't tell you I don't drink beer. But I know when I order a mojito, I do not expect for it to be mostly water or mostly club soda. Soda. Like nah. Who you calling, Shad?
How could you be right next to the phone and not hear it ring?
He got
He's
two phones.
tired.
Private okay. I'm like two phones. What the well think about it now. A lot of people now with smartphones have two phones. I do. He's feeling real good. Hey Bonzo Killboard, how you doing?
Oh, hi, Bonzo.
You seem preoccupied for being in the bar.
Ooh.
I'm doing it.
Ooh. Nice. The timing is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Why we pulling something stupid like that?
I know. And look at this lady. She's like, oh, let me take care of your wound.
It's okay. You know she crazy. She told that gay dude she straightened him out.
She's wild.
This was the 70s. Oh well. 70s is wild, y'all.
Yeah. The other thing too that like they spent some time on a lot of these like love scenes, like I would say like prior to like the 90s. Nowadays they
Mm-hmm.
don't even want to put it in a movie.
Okay. Jewelry chorus. Okay.
Ooh, yes. Yeah, I mean, this is the best time to get at them before they disappear forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because who
Get what
knows
you
if they're gonna go back to where they came from or if they're gonna be whacked by their people. You
right.
gotta take advantage now.
So start talking. Hey Matthew Marcelo. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, hey
Time to watch a cool brother as he strives to take down the man.
Matthew. Oh, she's still at his apartment. Maybe you need to leave. He's in trouble. And those sheets are like velvet or something like that. They did everything in the 70s a
It
little bit
sure as
different.
heck did.
Yeah. Dang. He's like, same feeling, same place.
I catch you later. I got something to do. Oh, that is
That's his polite
nice.
that's his polite way of saying get out. She's lucky that it wasn't one of the Terminators. Get out.
Mm-hmm. Like you don't have to go home, but you got to get out of here. Mm-hmm. No CP time, Japanese people time. You need to be there.
Was that pizzas in there? Oh,
I don't
that's
know,
a
but he
nice
didn't
place to
lock
keep
that
a
door.
weapon.
Yes.
Put it in the freezer.
It's spare. There you go. Nobody's gonna look in there. Got two of them. Was that
Oh
22?
boy, that
Did you lock the door? He swapped out a 38 for a 357. Oh, okay.
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 John C. He's got so you know all
This
the
is
info.
this is why we love you guys in the chat while we're doing
Yes.
commentary on the movie. We learned so much stuff from you guys. Especially as this is one of those films I did not see as a kid, and when I did see it, I kind of like saw it and forgot about it. Mhm. That's what he heard?
He's always like looking out for him.
Mhm. Yeah. He gives him an out, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh man.
That was funny. Wasn't it,
Yeah.
Kitty? All right, let me do this cow. Folks, we're at 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 40 seconds watching Shaft 1971, starring Richard Roundtree. Here we are in the coffee shop. Before Starbucks.
Yep. This is what they look like. Smoking
Mm-hmm.
inside.
Your hippie coffee joint.
I suppose if you're gonna like show this at like TCM or one of those channels, you gotta like warn people about the language and smoking. People are smoking. There's like a long list of things you can't do nowadays that in movies that people need to be warned about.
It's just like, just let people like watch the movie.
Yeah. It's okay for you to show violence though, but everything else is just like it's a no go. She's cute. Oh boy.
Why does that sound
Doesn't
like
want to.
code?
Oh, like code for something?
Yeah.
This guy was in one of the pictures and they showed it the mom.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know. But usually it just sounds like a very odd conversation. Equal opportunity racial insults.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. She's like, thanks, baby.
Thanks, baby. Shows he's refined. He likes, his Italian coffee. And he's got black leather on.
Yes.
Oh.
Eat your heart out, the Matrix,
Mm-hmm.
including black gloves.
This is where you first saw it.
Yeah.
Candy and cigarettes. Wow, that's an old sign.
Yeah. You needed some candy just before you it's just, to mask the cigarettes
Mm-hmm.
breath, or
It's
like a
like,
mint or something.
mm-hmm. Pretend you're not being followed, but. Okay, do not F this up.
I know. For some reason, I have a feeling they probably will.
No, yeah. Gotta have that complication to the conflict. Conflict. Somebody screws up the plan.
Mhm. You guys are crazy close, but they don't want to lose them either. But it looks suspicious if you're walking down the street. You have these three guys, like, look like they're following somebody.
Hey, Nita, how you doing, my dear?
Hi, Nita. He's like, oh, is my boys gonna follow me?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, come get me, guys. Oh, look, there's somebody across the street that's noticing that they're going in.
Mm-hmm. That's not good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it. Yep, Nita. So much toxic masculinity in this movie. I love it.
Oh, they did fire on them. Ooh.
Dang.
Oh man. Wow.
Dang.
They just fired on that dude.
Mm-hmm. It's like I don't give a crap about that dude.
Come on, hurry up and
Dang.
save Shaft.
Come on, y'all. What you waiting on? Hi, Tyler Raymond Silva said, "Hi, guys. Happy Saturday night.
Oh,
A happy Saturday night to you." Well, we finally found Bumpy's daughter,
yeah.
kidnapped by the mafia.
Yeah. These guys are pretty savage, man.
Mm-hmm.
Take out their own guy. Tell me he was wearing a vest. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. They're like, okay, we got some guns though.
Yeah, get the guns. Don't leave the guns. Can't be leaving the guns down there.
She knew this could happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what they did here? This guy, he's a hero, and
Mm-hmm.
they, the writers, sacrificed him for to show him vulnerable in this scene, which is really really awesome. As it puts a new level of tension in the story. You don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Like, is he gonna die?
Yeah,
And that's still his boy.
that
Yep,
couch is just
Martin.
too much.
It's so 70s. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's taking out the.
Mm-hmm. God dang. Got put slug out.
Oh
Ah.
man.
So call Sam. No, you need a real doctor. Gotta get the street doc. Nope, Matthew Marcel John Shaft does not fool around in any investigation.
Yeah. And it looks like he's dealing with some real nasties.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Oh, that's funny. You think I am amateur?
Yeah, he did not know that they were gonna be that savage.
Mm-hmm. Get the moving.
What you planning on doing? That's
Mm-hmm.
what he's acting like he's like, oh
You
look,
see what I'm
they're cooking with a cigarette in his face.
At least if cooks are drinking, you don't smell wine in your food, but smoking, mm-mm. Back there.
Yeah, no, just cutting the food and the cigarette just hanging right out of their mouth.
Not like having a cigarette butt in your food.
Oh no. There's so many things I hate in my food, and anything but food in my food. No, we don't like that.
Mm-mm. No. That's like one of the things I didn't like about in Europe, especially when I was in Germany. They
Mm.
were just smoking everywhere. I'm like, I cannot enjoy my food. I couldn't even go into the lobby because it was just so much smoke. I stayed mostly up in my room with the air conditioner on.
Mm.
I'm
Yeah,
like, how can you taste your food with all this like thick smoke?
if
Ugh.
you're not used to it,
It's so bad. I was just like, I can't.
I thought he was gonna be a goner.
But he's playing it smart. 'Cause you use people's ignorance against them.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Dang. Yeah, these guys are cold-blooded killers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do something amazing.
Folks, we are at 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 24 seconds watching Shaft from 1971, starring Richard Roundtree.
I love it. He got all those black on again, and he's got the black gloves. Ugh, nothing's cooler than black gloves. Okay, I'll tell you. Black leather gloves.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gonna get that tip. Get the heck out of there before they find out you're not really who you are.
Hmm.
You know, and you never know with those guys; they might just kill you for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was a really savage move.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the movie, DJ Knight. Yes, Lupita Nyong'o was great
Oh,
voicing Roz in The Wild Robot. Yeah.
oh, I gotta check that out. Oh, is it playing?
It's
Is
on
it streaming now?
it's on Peacock. It's streaming on Peacock.
Oh, are they gonna cut off the power? That always makes everything interesting when you cut off the power.
Mm-hmm. No power, no phone. Oh, not a real elevator person running the elevator. Oh, that's like before you could push the buttons, they'd have somebody in there to take you to whatever floor you wanted to go to.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, some places still have those old elevators.
Oh.
Yeah, they're really cool. You almost feel like you're gonna die. You're like, okay, you're using this old kind of lever. We don't have any push button
Mm-mm.
technology. Can
You
we
might
have
hit
some AI on this or something?
you may hit the bottom and die, and I don't know.
And then they have to like open the door and crank it open, like. The other ones that are really the actual crank ones where they go like. Oh yeah, they're doing like a full James Bond
Mm-hmm.
stealthy thing going on here. Uh-oh, guys.
Yeah, get the bag. Get the Don't make noise, dang it. You hear that? Yeah, I heard that. Nah, you
Yeah,
know.
you guys. This guy heard something.
You're like,
Once shots are fired, then that's it. That's the end
yeah,
of your cover.
yeah. You gotta throat punch him. And
Just like.
you do it so they can't scream or nothing.
Yeah,
And then you
I
put the
love it.
bag over their head.
I love it. I love it.
I really am a nice date. I really am.
They need to tie up that dude that they just got before he
Mm-hmm.
rings the alarms. Okay.
Ooh, okay, we cut that. There we go. All right. All right. What else we got in the bag?
I know.
We got in the bag.
We have explosives
Okay, we
in
got
there too?
throat. Okay, we got
Oh, this
the
gotta
heck
be some sort of dynamite, right?
that looks I don't know. That looks like plain old newspaper, but what they gonna put in it? Okay.
Yeah, he put something in it, so I think they're gonna light it on. Yeah, he's gonna burn it.
Oh, okay.
So there
Okay.
must be like some dynamite in there. Just guessing. Ooh, are we making our own bombs? Oh snap!
Yes. Yes. So you need something. Okay, so the paper won't. Alcohol?
Eh,
This is gin, man. We need alcohol. You got like Bacardi 151 or something? That'll work. You gotta have the right accelerant, man. Gin don't work.
Oh, it's not.
Okay, so we got that set up.
Okay. The attention is just there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Matthew says karate chop right to the to the Adam's apple.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
You'd be amazed how much time that'll buy you.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go, down the hallway. All right. Dang, he got Tommy gun?
Yeah, they are. I hope Ben makes it. I mean, he's been a solid throughout the whole
Mm-hmm.
movie. Ooh, there's a guy downstairs too.
Ah, shoot.
The timing has to be completely right.
Yeah, do not F this up.
Oh, okay.
That's the signal.
Now do the thing now.
All right.
Look at how this tension is just being built up slowly.
They're not telling us.
No,
They're showing. They're showing us how
everything
much.
everything that they're doing to get there is setting us the danger.
Everything. This is a meticulous operation. Do they have the water, the fire hose?
Oh, here we go.
Go time, baby. That's what I need that cigarette for.
And then they put the music on. And girl,
That's
you
a
need
lot of pounds of force from that
that hose.
fire
Yeah.
hose. Yeah.
Come on, get out of there, guys. Oh no, they got ambushed. Oh, get out of there. Yo, run.
Get out of there.
This music is like,
This music is banging. I see well, I mean, I already knew it was good. A lot of people did, so I'm not surprised they won an Oscar. Night, Charles. Gotta love
good
you all. Gotta
night.
split. I got a book reviews to do.
Have a great night.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for
Thanks
joining
for
us,
being
by
here.
the way.
Getaway car.
What? Get out of
Gotta
there,
have a
guys.
getaway car.
Ah, they're just
Nobody's gonna think about a cab as a getaway car.
yeah. So
just
good.
I'm just walking off like there's nothing to do. Call Bumpy.
Oh man, that's so crazy.
That's funny.
Uh,
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
that is so cool.
Love that ending. Yeah, you're just gonna have to close it yourself. Nice
That's
running
right.
joke.
My goodness.
So, folks, yes, that was the 1971 version of Shaft. So, since you hadn't seen it in quite a long time, overall, what did you think, Retro Nerd Girl?
Really, really good story. Great tension. I am actually surprised at the tension after all these years. I don't remember there being so much tension. And it works. It works. I mean, I can see people, so I really wouldn't want to see anybody try to like redo this. But
Mm-hmm.
definitely this is a great storyline for a great detective story. I mean, there's lots of mysteries, a lot of these. eh, I mean, did you expect those mafia guys to just mow down their own dude? That was
I didn't. If I put on my writer's cap, then yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because it shows no one is indispensable.
yeah.
But as somebody watching, you're kind of like, no, they're not going to take
No.
out their own guy,
Yeah,
are
even
they?
Jack was saying the same thing. He was like,
Like, you
"No, you're
really
not gonna come on, you're not gonna risk your own dude.
are you? And it's kind of like, yeah, yeah, I am.
Goodbye."
Like, oh shoot.
That was wild. And he was like, "Oh my god, those are some tough guys." And it's just so it- I don't with all of the things that are different and kitschy about it being the 1970s and being the past and having a completely different like lexicon and
Hmm.
different style, those were cool things. And it's like you admire those things, but there's also the fun of this really great story line, like, and the mystery of it, bringing all of the different ideas and facets of it to a completion was just like, wow, I didn't remember this really having so much tension, and that is just really cool.
Yeah, I really loved it. I mean, the old school where the movies, there's a plot you're invested in, and they take a lot of time
Yes.
setting it up with all the characters involved. And I love how this ended
Yeah.
because this captain's like, well, solve it for me, wrap it up for me. It's like, no, wrap it up yourself. Solve it yourself. Love that ending. And you just
Yeah.
left it hanging, because he did his job,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
he got paid to do. So it's just like, you figure it out. I got my other stuff to do. And good seeing you, Brogu. Yes,
Oh,
we
hi,
did
Virgo.
enjoy this movie. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is
Yes,
the
have
way,
fun.
indeed. I flipping love this.
Mm.
And this was a time in films where you're starting to go away from, I won't say, well, it is kind of like a stereotype of black men in movies, but in the 70s with the black exploitation,
Yeah.
yes, there were some stereotypes, but you have to understand this was also people in control of that particular story. So there were some things in it, but what you had was a character that was unapologetically who he was
Yes.
and didn't expect to make any apologies for who he was and didn't really expect anybody else to make apologies for what they were, you
Yeah.
know.
I mean, like he just spoke his mind, and even I think in the 70s, from what I remember of it, there was sort of like there were quite a few black people, at least in my family, that were afraid or very mindful around white people, I guess, because,
Mhm.
and this is going way back, guys, so that's not
Yeah.
the case at this point in time. Everybody just hung out together like after like the 80s, but like in the 70s, it was still a very touchy kind of time. So it was like people were very careful about how they behaved. And like this guy was like, the one of the mobster guys is like, says a little nasty thing to him. He just hits him over the head.
Mhm.
He's like, I you're there's no like difference to him whether he's white or black. There's just this kind of like he's upset about what he's hearing, and he's going
Hmm.
to react, and in the most natural way. It was also sort of like what you again to what you were saying was this guy who was really like a hero in a way. I mean, he was presented as a hero in for a lot of kids, and
Hmm.
just being a strong representation of what a man should be in the 70s. So, like, he was a ladies' man. I mean, nobody came after him because he wasn't seeing one girl only, but he
Hmm.
was also had great morals. He broke in that lady's door, and he gave her money to fix it.
Hmm.
So there was a lot of things about him that people could admire and did admire. There were a lot of people who began to kind of wear the same things that he was wearing in the movies, found their style in his
True.
clothing. I mean, because I mean, look at what he was wearing. He was wearing all like brown leather before, and then he went into the black leather. I mean, it was such a big deal. And then when you come back and you have like a character like Blade, for instance, who's also like sort of like
Hmm.
when his story was written was in the 70s for comic books. At least I remember like it was set in the 70s because his mom, right, I think was made turned into a vampire then. And he's sort of like the new like 1990s version of Shaft, if you
Hmm. Yeah.
will. So cool. So I do love all of that, and what he represented. And Richard Roundtree, um, was just one of those actors that you just everybody knew him as Shaft,
Hmm.
and there was a lot of respect for him in that regard of just how he portrayed that character with so much gravitas.
Exactly. And he was starting to move into like two worlds. It's like the US was segregated for quite a long time. You have New York, who was this like melting pot. Well, then we'll say melting pot. It's more like a salad than like a melting pot.
Yes,
But this was not
it's a
too
great
long after
description.
the civil. It's something I
Salad.
had to explain to somebody. They were like,
Yeah,
"Oh, America's a melting pot." It's like it's not. That's what some people idealize it as. It's like you come here and you just assimilate, and you do, but at the same time, you're allowed to retain that part of yourself, that contribution that you
yes,
make,
yes,
to the country. So that's why I say it's more like a salad. You mix everything up, everything together tastes
yes,
good, but there's individual contributions with the ingredients. So that's more of like what
yeah,
America is truly like. But again, to get back to it, at this time, it wasn't that long after the civil rights legislation was passed. So you started to have more integrated workplaces, and
yes,
change is very difficult for some people. You have people from, different races who do not like mixing with others, do
yeah,
not trust others. And you can see Shaft move between both worlds easily, which is
yes,
why he didn't take too kindly to being called an Uncle Tom. It's like, look, this is a reality of how things are. And
yeah,
you need to get with it. You need to get with the times. So love this movie. Accurate portrayal as heck about the 70s, especially all the nonsense that happened in New York. New York is possibly like less safe now than it was during this movie. If you can actually believe that
yeah, yeah,
it's gone so backwards. But
mm, yeah.
I love
That's
this
sad.
film. I love the fashion in a nutshell. Just that's everything. I love it. I love the acting is extremely good, and it's a story that, for the most part, a lot of people, can relate to, especially if you like crime dramas, thrillers, stuff like that. There's so many aspects of this film that you see like in the gritty television cop shows,
Yeah.
as well. So
Oh yeah.
I love this film. I need it on 4K actually. And yeah, his NY, yeah, the paradise compared to right now, but y'all can turn around in New York, let me tell you. But yeah, I love this. So to wrap things up, if you want a concrete example of how the movie Shaft has permeated pop culture, let's see if some of y'all remember this.
Who's the Black Friday dip? It's a sex machine to all the chicks. You're damn right.
When I first saw that on The Simpsons, I fell out. Like, oh my gosh. Because this is the episode where they went to the sushi bar, the sushi restaurant, and he's in there singing, and watch this. Look who's at the
Who's
bar.
the cat that won't come out? And there's danger all about. Shaq.
That's so cute.
This was so darn funny and it's true. It's like people around the world know that Shaft theme and they know that song and they love the movie. It's just an awesome movie. But yeah, that's all I can show before I get copyright claimed.
I know, right?
but yeah, I wanted to show you it's little pieces like that. Shaft is, he's in the American pop culture
Yeah.
lexicon, and so in so many ways. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this
That was
film.
fun. Yes.
Next week, no watch party for me because MegaCon's going on all next week. So
Ooh.
I won't have a watch party. Retro Nerd Girl will have one on her channel. So please do go over and watch
thank
her.
you.
But in 2 weeks, we will be back watching Action Jackson. That's what we're gonna watch next. Yes, starring Carl Weathers and Vanity. That one
Yeah.
we're gonna be watching that. Cannot
So
wait.
good.
So folks, please do hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the both of us. And we, of course, will see you all next time. Bye.